If you have been practicing the law of attraction techniques to manifest your dreams, desires, and may not have achieved your dreams or may not have been successful, today's technique is for you. Today, we talk about a very simple yet effective manifestation technique that not only works for you, but you can do it for others. And so I will be sharing with you how to, first do it on yourself using this simple technique, and then how you can implement it on others, people in your life, right? So now understand, your present, your today is nothing but a manifestation of your past thoughts, beliefs, learnings, and experiences. It is so nobody likes their present. I mean, the richest, the poorest, the happiest, as per our understanding, if you go and ask them, they're not satisfied. There's something is missing, right? And it happens with all of us. And but then understand, there's something lacking in present. If I ask you, I ask myself, there's something lacking, and that lack is not due to what I'm doing today, or not because of what I've done today. It is because of my past manifestations, or my past beliefs, or my past experiences, or my past deeds. So your present is always a manifestation result of your past. So if you want to change your future, or you want to manifest something, so you have to start it today, because whatever you do today, the results are going to be your future, right? And if you want to manifest your dream, desire, obviously it cannot be sitting here and putting your hand out like the Bewitched series, like you are the witch Samantha and she just puts her hand out and the thing, she twitches her nose and the thing is in her hand. Life doesn't work that way, right? So whatever you want, whatever your dream or desire is, to get that, you have to change your now. Now, to change your now, there is a technique in which what you have to do is go back to your past and change what you don't like in your present. Because your subconscious mind is 95% of what you are. 5% is your conscious mind, what you consciously talk, read, say, do. That is your conscious mind. And that is just 5% of your total belief, memory, or your experience that is getting formed. 95% of it is your subconscious mind. And to program your subconscious mind, you need to go back to the time when the thing was happening, which has got recorded in your subconscious mind, and change it. So we call it the revision technique. So revision technique is a technique in which you go back to the past when the result that is today, I mean the thing that is happening in your life today, or the situation that is happening in your life today, and you want to change it, you have to first visit it in the past where it was happening, when it was the now, and you have to go and change it there. Now, how do you do that? Every day when you are about to go off to sleep, when you have lied down and you are about to fall asleep, that's the time when you should try this revision technique. Now, what do? You when you are already lied down and you are ready to sleep, think of the entire day, how it has been spent. Think of your entire day, right from the time you woke up to this point that you're just lied down to sleep. So you think of the entire day in sequence like a movie, because it's just fresh. It's just that day, not a day before, or not 7 days before. So that days, and you think of all the experiences you went through, all the situations. Now, whichever situation did not go as per how you wanted. Maybe you walked into the office and your boss was in a grumpy mood, and gave you a, he just rebuked you, which you did not like. You did not want it to go that way. You wanted, you didn't want to get rebuked or insulted by your boss. Or maybe you went to the college and you had submitted your project and the lecturer did not like it. He just rejected it. Or maybe, such situations in your daily which it did not go the way you wanted. Now what you do is, think of what you wanted instead. So if your boss has rebuked you, think or imagine that scene, that you walking into the boss's cabin and he, instead of rebuking you, he's praising you. He's accepted your work and he's praising you. And imagine that. Initially, your subconscious brain will resist, because your subconscious brain only holds on to the thing that has already got imprinted there or stored there. And there's no option of deleting it. You can only replace that file. So what you do is, it will resist you. So first time it doesn't work, think of the same situation again with the outcome you wanted, not what actually happened. Keep doing it twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, till your subconscious brain tries to actually starts accepting it. And you will feel the resistance gone. You will feel that as if you can see the entire picture as you had seen, when you were repeating it in your brain. So keep thinking that your boss is praising you, he's putting a thumbs up and he's saying good work and, great job and this and that and all those praising words. So keep imagining that. Lying down, keep imagining. So keep revising that scene over and over to the perfect answer like you want it. For example, in an exam, if you're asked a question and you have learned the answer, right? And you still go and produce it there, but I'm sure most of the time the idea would be the same, or maybe the idea, but the lines are different. So it's like you going back and revising your answer and changing it wherever, because it should match the answer you have in your mind. That is the answer you had learned and you have gone. So it should match that. Until the time it's matched, you keep revising it. Same thing you do with the situation in your life. So you wanted something to be, different. Keep imagining it till you see it very clearly in your brain for the day, and then go off to sleep. What will happen is, you have actually overwritten that experience to something positive in your subconscious mind. And once it's overwritten in your subconscious mind, that is going to create, or that is going to mirror out to your surroundings. And that actually becomes your reality in your world around you. Because if you have read Neville Goddard, I would advise, please do, if you are a reader. And that is what he said, that whatever you want to create, it's all internal. And your external world is a reflection of what you are internally. So you want to change something in your life, you want to change something in your surrounding, first change your idea or the belief of the thing in your inside. And once you change that inside, automatically the reflection of it would be outside. So that is the revision technique. And try doing that, and gradually you will see the change in your surrounding. You will see the change happening in the world around you. Now, can you do that for somebody else, your loved one, your close family, your friend? Of course, yes, you can do. That is called the telephone technique. Same technique, same thing, but imagine what you want to change. For example, let's take an example. Your brother wants to become a well-known actor, or your sister wants to become a well-known scientist, right? And she or he comes and shares their dream with you. Or your friend calls up and says that he or she has applied for a job and is scared whether or is keeping their fingers crossed whether they'll get the job or not. So such uncertainty when they call you and when they're telling you. You do not imagine what they are saying. Do not imagine that fear, disbelief, or anxiety that they're saying. Instead, you imagine what they want, because that, I'm sure, it will be clear to you if they're talking to you. And of course, if the person has called you and said that I went for this interview and or has an interview coming up and is not sure whether we'll get the job in that company, then definitely he or she is talking about that job, right? So wants that job. So you do not imagine what that person is giving to you. That is, the person is actually passing on the fear or anxiety to you. You do not imagine that. You do not imagine the same amount of anxiety and fear for that person. Instead, you imagine just the opposite, the way you do when you go off to sleep. So imagine just the opposite, that your friend calling you very happy and saying, I got the job. Or your brother calling you and says very happy and saying that, or imagine your brother getting that first contract for a film or a program, and your sister getting something. Imagine that. Imagine that happiness in their eyes. Revise it in your subconscious brain. Instead of thinking subconsciously that they are sad, they're depressed, they're in anxiety, start thinking they're happy, they're elated, they've got it. And that is how you change somebody else's manifestation through telephone technique. So 2 things, guys. If you want to change your surrounding, your present, then try revision technique every night before going off to sleep. Think of your day through, whichever part of the puzzle of those 18 hours you were awake you did not like. Revise it in your brain to a scene that you would have liked it to go, and then before you go off to sleep. And if you want to change something, or you want something good for somebody else in your life, and you hear them telling you about their grief, anxiety, or despair, or they say, you imagine what they want. Do not imagine their fear, grief, or anxiety. Imagine what they have called you for. What is the fear that is killing them? So think of just the opposite for them. Imagine it. As I keep saying, put your feelings to it. When you're imagining, put your feelings to it, because emotions are energy in motion. So put your energy into motion. Put your subconscious energy into motion. Store that in your mind. If the friend has called you and said that, I've just given an interview in Google and I'm not sure whether they'll select me, whether I'm good enough. You do not hear whether they'll select me, whether I'm good enough. You hear just the opposite, because that's what your friend wants. Your friend wants that job in Google. So you imagine that she or she calling you and saying, you know what? I cracked the interview. I got through in Google. I'm so happy. That is what you hear. Don't hear what the person is saying. Try to hear in your mind what you want that person to be saying, and see the difference in the other person's life. So law of attraction is, it's all about you. You can manifest, but not only for yourself. Now try manifesting for people whom you love, whom you care for. Try manifesting for them too, and see the magic. And if you really like this video, please do share with your friends, family, loved ones, and please leave a comment, and of course subscribe. Until next time, this is Nilanjana saying bye from the Wishful Manifestation. Have a great Sunday, guys.